I've got a good report for you guys this week. Lots of big fish coming in, even some stripers showing up. I even had a little bit of luck and I got a big one, and we'll have that cast to catch video coming up shortly. I've also got a special guest that will be appearing on the show today as soon as we get into the report. But before we do that, let's check out some pictures of some of the absolute super hogs that have come in this last week. All right, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is the July 25th report, and like I said, it's a pretty darn good report. But I want to start out by just giving a shout out to, let's see, it's Daniel and Jess Trujillo. I met these guys last week at the ramp. They came up from Southern California, got to talk to them a little bit. I wanted to just say thanks to these guys for taking the time to talk to me and give me a report. I got a picture from Jess. Looks like a really nice fish that he picked up out here, and I believe he caught that fish on a frog. And I also wanted to give Jess a big shout out. He had a USMC hat on. He is a retired sergeant from the United States Marine Corps, and I wanted to give him a shout out. And I know that's a long ways to come up here from Southern California. I'm glad you guys had a good trip up here, and hopefully we'll see you next year when you come up again. So big shout out to those guys, and thanks for stopping and talking to me. Let's get into the 10,000 sub giveaway. I've got one more week of giveaways that I will be doing for that, and I also have some prizes from a lot of the guys that donated that I'm going to have that I'm going to be giving prizes away regularly. But the last week we're going to have a couple of really nice prizes. But before we get into that, I want to just give away a real cool little gift and kind of you guys know I had my grandchildren with me last week, and we got out and we got to fish some bluegill out here. Caught some nice bluegill, had a lot of fun, and they inspired me to do this giveaway. Now the giveaway that we're going to have, this special one-time offer, it's going to be a beautiful little hand-carved bottle opener from Sal over at Delta Glides. And the winner of this is going to have to answer a question. And again, I was inspired by my grandchildren on this question. And the first person to answer correctly this question and send it to scooper9561032 is going to win the prize. Now, this is the question. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? If you have that answer, hit me up on my Gmail, scooper9561032 and you will receive this beautiful bottle opener. And if you know the answer to this, you're probably going to need that bottle opener for an adult beverage from time to time. You know, guys, I got so excited with my special guest on board that I forgot to announce the winners of this week's 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So here we go. The last week of the 10,000 subscriber giveaway, I've got two prizes. One of them is a rod from the Bass Hole Tackle Shop. It is an iRod Genesis 3. The other prize is a half-day trip with me on the Delta. And here are the winners. For the iRod, it's Nateroo, N-A-T-E-R-O-O. And for the half-day trip, it's Jason Fox. So Jason and Nate, hit me up at scooper9561032 So give me a call. Let's get back to the report. First of all, let's go over a little bit of river conditions. We've got great looking stuff out here, 3 to 5 feet visibility, water temperatures right around 80, midday, 83 maybe in the evening. It's been 103 the last couple of days, 105. Stripers showed up. You saw the pictures of Neil and his buddies with these nice stripers at the intro. Neil hit some stripers down in the Liberty area. Also got a report from Eli, the NorCal angler. Him and his dad were out the other day. Report is early morning, fishing the breaks or fishing the faster water. They got about 12 fish on both topwaters and glides, and both Neil and Eli they're not corresponding with each other, but they both got their bigger fish on glides. And obviously you guys know that Eli is from Stealth Sticks. If you are looking for a good rod to throw glide baits, check out the Walk the Plank series around Liberty. Hey, you know what? For my special guest, why don't I get this guy up here and he can help me out with the largemouth bass. Christian, why don't you come up here? It is Christian, right?
I guess it is.
Christian Ostrander. Some of you guys know Christian. He's back in town. We're going to sit nice and cozy here. And let's talk about, I know you were out last night. Nathan and I were out the night before. And I know we stunk it up. You're saying you pretty much stunk it up in the night fishing.
Yeah, you know, trying to find new water. I fished yesterday from like 5 to 9 and no good ones. I caught one 4-pounder on a frog, but that was kind of it. Just trying to find new water, and nothing really went.
Yeah, and Nathan and I stayed out till 11 Monday, and geez, I think we caught 6 or 7 fish. Nathan did catch a legal striper, and the fish that we caught were just here and there. There was just no consistent bite. So I can't tell anybody to come out here. I know it's hot. A lot of guys want to fish after dark. The night bite just hasn't been that great. We were out this morning, and you know, my morning bites have not been that good.
Morning bites haven't been that good, but this morning bite wasn't bad.
Yeah, we got a few, and you know what? I got a picture of this fish. Hopefully, I'll hold it up. I will say that I got the ugliest fish that I've ever caught out here. Hopefully, we got that picture, and I'll pull it up. We'll wait for this airplane to fly by. He's the same guy that gives me trouble all the time, but. You know, we're talking about the bite not being consistent. I have had some really good mornings and some really good evenings, but as this heat comes in, it just seems the consistency isn't there. Now, Christian, I know for a fact that you're not getting beat up out here all the time. You won last week's Wednesday nighter. What'd you have, 20 pounds?
Yeah, 19.5 pounds, so.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, you know, we just kind of ran around right off the bat. Tide was low, punched. Nothing really happened. Wind kicked up, started chattering like the edge of some hydrilla. And we've been throwing darker colors, you know. We've tried the greens and the reds. It kind of seems like black and blue or a darker black. For me, has been better, you know. And bouncing around a lot, you know.
Any particular tide you're looking for?
Lately, I've been fishing more. It seems like I've been fishing more incoming water, but, you know, just trying to get around current, like always in July, August.
And one thing everybody's talking about, and you know, the difference between this week and the last couple weeks, there's been a lot of complaints this time of year. A lot of the rats are out, a lot of the males are very active, and everybody's catching a ton of fish, but they can't get the bigger fish. Now this week, I think a lot of the big females are coming out of post-spawn, and you know, they're starting to infiltrate into people's bags. Now you fish a little different style of fishing because you are primarily looking for bigger fish that are tournament weights. Is there anything that these guys can do besides, you know, a lot of guys are drop shotting, throwing jerk baits and things like that, crank baits, and there's some big fish that get caught on, you know, these baits all the time. Is there anything they could do, any depth of water or anything they can look for, or any one particular bait that you would suggest that these guys can come out and maybe still catch a bunch of fish, but maybe put a couple bigger fish in the boat?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is being open-minded. Yeah, you know, you go down certain banks and catch a lot of little fish, and you know, it's time to change up. You got to go try something else, whether it's rock or a big grass flat, or try punching hyacinth, primrose, whatever. You know, you gotta be switching stuff up out here. You know,
moving around.
You know, I think right now you can catch a big fish on really a lot of different baits, whether it's punching or frogging or like even a drop shot or a Senko. Last Wednesday, my partner caught a couple nice ones on a Senko. So it's just kind of just fishing around, trying to, you know, look where the eddies are, where the current is. You know, there's still nice fish to be caught in calm water, kind of out of the current. So,
and you know, as you were talking, you know, we fished this morning for a couple hours, and I know you like to move. We fish very similar styles as far as how fast the pace that we move, but we don't fish the same areas a lot of times. And as Christian and I were out there, you know, Christian said, let's hit that point. And I'm saying, let's hit that rock bank. And I got some here, and I got some on this. So literally everywhere we went, either you or I had a bank that we had history on that caught fish. And
Yes.
you just can't depend on, like you said, be versatile.
Yeah, you gotta switch it up. You know, a lot of people come out here, fish the same old banks. Oh, we caught them here last year. No, that ain't the case. Got to find new stuff.
And
So,
it changes too, right?
absolutely, yeah, it's changing a bunch. So
Yeah, and you're looking for obviously cleaner vegetation and some water movement. I know you were really focusing. You liked the points and things that where you could see the toolies, or you had history knowing that, hey, at this time of the day or this time of our tide, we were getting that fast moving water.
yeah. July, August, we're in the current. I like to be in the current. So
And one of the things, as we hit those and we passed them up, I've been throwing a lot of small topwaters. So I've been saying, hey, let's fish around the little cove on the inside of this, and we picked up a couple fish there. We picked up fish on the point. So I think it really helps too if you can fish with as many friends as you can.
absolutely.
And get their ideas on what's going on, and just exchange information and be open-minded. So how about you're here for another couple weeks? You still guiding?
Yeah, I'll be here the next 3 more weeks. You guys interested in a guide trip, give me a call and we'll get out here. Bite's been fun, catching a lot of fish, and I'm going to be out here a bunch in the fall, so that's going to be really fun. Fall bite, a lot of guys struggle big time, and we catch a lot of fish in the fall, and we catch a lot of nice fish. So.
It's been a good summer. It's getting better. I think the fall is going to be great. And let me know when you're back, and I'll let everybody know.
Absolutely.
When you're expected to be back in. Give them your number too, and I'll put it up. And
Sweet.
Give them your number for that they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, my number is 209-648-3778. Give me a call, shoot me a text, and we'll go from there.
All right, so that about wraps it up, guys. And I did tell you I got a nice one, 8.7, and I got it cast to catch. Yeah, finally my camera was working. You've been in that situation.
Yep.
We've talked about that. My camera was working. I got it cast to catch, and I'm going to do a little video on that to just break down everything that was happening before I caught the fish, exactly where I caught the fish, and the technique that I caught it on. And a lot of times, Christian, everybody thinks, especially if you have a YouTube channel, I don't catch as many big fish as you do, but every time I catch a big fish, then my camera's working, I have it on camera. It doesn't happen all the time. When you're talking about these great looking points that we fished this morning, man, both of us, we thought we should have got a limit on every point, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah, but we got some nice fish today.
We did.
It wasn't a bad morning whatsoever, and getting out here early. We got out here real early this morning, or staying late into the evenings. Fishing till 9:30 in the evening. Those low light conditions were when you catch a big fish this time of year.
And you may not catch a ton of them, but you may get that big one.
Yeah. And it's a lot cooler. It's nice and run around.
Oh,
so.
it was beautiful this morning. I'm sure it was beautiful last night. Bring some mosquito repellent if you come out. We've had some mosquitoes out, but those big fish are not easy to come by, and it just makes them that much more special when you get them. So with that, Christian, thanks for taking us out.
Absolutely.
And we'll get out again maybe and catch some.
Couple weeks.
Look for some.
Get out here.
Some real hogs.
Yeah. I haven't been able to catch any big ones, but 5 and 6 pounders, they're around.
Those are good fish.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Take it easy.